Hi there, this is Sonal here, and in this video we are going to tap on the fear of being judged. Now you feel judged or you start fearing being judged when through your life experiences you have come to learn that whenever you put yourself out there, anything that you do or say could and will be used against you. That people will use your thoughts and your actions and maybe the way you look or whatever, maybe the way you speak or whatever it is, they will use it against you. They will use it to form a bad opinion of you, and they will spread the word. They will talk to others about how miserable you are, how hopeless you are, or whatever. They will judge in their own way, and it doesn't feel good to be judged. But the problem with this fear is that the more we start receding, the less we express of ourselves, the more we are painting ourselves in a corner, because you start avoiding the kind of people, you start avoiding activities that could put you in the situation. You start you express yourself less and less, and you start agreeing to others more for the fear that if you don't, they will judge you. Another downside of this fear of being judged is that you can acquire a persona or a facade. So whenever you are out and about, whenever you are among people who you fear might judge you, you put on this facade where which may be of being very bubbly or very snarky or very rude or very uptight or very whatever it is. So that keeps these kind of people away, or that works like a shield. But the problem with this facade is that the more you are living in this way, where you are not expressing your true self, you're not living authentically, the more all the relationships and life as a whole will start to feel superficial. And pretty soon you will even forget what you are inside really, because you're so wrapped up in behaving in a certain way so as to avoid the pain of being judged. So, in this video, what we are going to do is we are going to tap on this fear, and we want to release it so that you can go out and do your thing irrespective of what kind of people are around you, whether they judge you, whether they don't judge you, so that you don't care. And then when you change your vibration to this vibration of self-acceptance and true self-expression, you will find that pretty soon such people clear out, because you're no longer emitting a vibration of, oh, please don't judge me, I'm so scared of being judged. You are just confident in yourself, and so you will start repelling such people basically who are out there to judge others and to be mean to them and to pass snarky comments on them. So I believe this video is going to be very useful for you, and if you do think that, let's tap along. But first we need to find out what is it that has led you to believe that you are afraid of being judged. Did something happen in your past, maybe even in your childhood? Were you bullied in school, or what is it? What instance stands out in your mind most? There can be many instances, and pretty much that's pretty normal for us to have many instances where we felt judged and we felt like we should not express ourselves really. But if there is any single instant that stands out in your mind, for this run of the video, let's use that as a starting point, to latch onto that fear so that we can release it with simultaneous tapping. So bring to mind any such instant from as far back as a childhood, or maybe something that is recent that stands out in your mind, that has a high intensity for you, that has told you that you really should be afraid of being judged and you should try to avoid situations where you might be judged. So, got one? Okay, now I would like you to give it an intensity of how bad does this incident make you feel. If you can't come up with an instant, can't think of anything right from the top of your head, it's alright. Just imagine one. What is it? What kind of people are you afraid to put yourself in front of? Like, what is it? What kind of people would you be afraid to be dealing with, where they might judge you and they might make you feel bad about yourself? So just imagine a scenario if you can't think of any past incident. And give it a number from 0 to 10. 0 meaning you're not really afraid of being judged. You know such people are around us, but what can you do? You will still go out and do your thing irrespective of what kind of people you're surrounded with. That intensity would be 0. You are not afraid of being judged. 10 would be where you feel so afraid of being judged that it is preventing you from expressing yourself in your day-to-day situations. It is really, it's preventing you from living your life normally. Basically, you're surrounded by people who judge you and who have made it known that they don't have a very good opinion of you, who will talk behind your back, and it fills you with dread to express yourself when such people are around. So that would be somewhere around 8, 9 or 10. Very high feeling of dread and the fear of being judged. So wherever it is, and anywhere in between would be of varying intensity, like 6, 7, 3, 4, or wherever it is. So find that number for you. You don't have to try too hard to guess it. Just come up with a number that you can think of easily. So just come up with a number. So now we have an incident, a real or imagined one, where you feel that you were judged and that was a very painful thing. And then we have a number as to how painful was it from 0 to 10. And now, keeping those things in mind, keeping that feeling in mind, tap along with me. You can repeat my words after me, or you can simply roll them in your mind, repeating them in your mind, so that it'll help you keep your focus on whatever we are tapping about.